Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. My name is Paul Church from Clarity Crafting here in the UK.
And my name is Louise Ireland from Clarity Crafting UK as well.
That's good to know. I'm glad you're from the same place.
Do you know what? It threw me off saying Ireland, and I was thinking, yeah, Louise Ireland.
Ireland, not from Ireland.
From Ireland, no, not from Ireland.
So good afternoon and welcome. We've got a lovely hour for you this afternoon. We always bring you Clarity Social TV shows on a Monday and a Tuesday at 2 p.m. Maybe you're tuning in for the first time. The lovely Gracie, all the way over in New York, is with you in the room. So if you've got any questions, she's there to help. And she'll pop the link up to the show page, which will give you details of all the products that we're featuring during the course of this hour. Now, yesterday was with Barb. Barb's in the shack yesterday morning. And then we had a great show yesterday at 2 o'clock.
Yes.
And it was bringing the big Boxing Day sale. I can't say that. The big Boxing Day sale to a close because that finished at midnight last night. And then we were here on Sunday for the first Sunday of the month. And we had brand new stamps that we launched. And
it's been an eventful couple of days.
It has indeed. So here to keep you company for that. Not very nice outside.
No.
It's trying to snow here in Edenbridge. It wasn't forecast, but it's trying.
It is trying. It has snowed, but then it's not laid.
No.
Only a little bit on one side of the road.
Yeah, it depends what side of the road you're on, so to speak. So perfect opportunity to stay in, stay warm and craft. Yeah. And we've got some very special offers to share with you during the course of this hour. This month, we've got the first online workshop of the year, but we'll explain more about that during the course of this hour because there's still time for you to join in on that. And we're going to have a look at the Groovi version of the product of the month.
Yes.
And if you've been tuning in since Friday of last week from our various Clarity Social TV shows, then you'll know this was something... Barb had the idea of this newspaper, sort of going back to, and it was really weird because when Barb was talking about it last year and about the Radio Times, I haven't bought the Radio Times in years.
I know.
And I bought it this year. Interesting. It just used to be, it was like BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, Channel 4 and Channel 5.
Very nostalgic, isn't it?
Yeah, but now it's got all the Sky channels in there. It's got all the Freeview channels in it. There's like 6 pages just for one day. Anyway, I digress. And as part of that newspaper, there's a brand new product of the month.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you have to have the newspaper. Newspaper goes out with all orders that are placed during the course of the month. We started sending it out towards the end of December, and then the February issues go out in the last week of January, and it gives you sort of an insight of what's going on here at Clarity, meet the team, etc., etc. And one of the ideas Barb had was having this product of the month with an offer attached to it. And the offer is that if you go for any of the 3 different types of products of the month, and we'll have a look at those in more detail if you haven't seen them. There's a stamp, there's a stencil embedder, and there's also a Groovi plate. Pop one of those in your basket, and whatever else is in the basket, you'll get double points on.
Perfect.
So maybe you'll see something in today's show and you think, oh, I've never seen that before. Maybe you haven't gone for the Groovi plate yet, or maybe you think, maybe you do all different. You do your stamping, because stamping, you can stamp on your parchment as well.
Exactly, yeah.
So we'll have a look at that. We're just waiting for a few friends to come in and join us. And during the course of this hour, we'll explain exactly how that works. So I thought what we'll do is we have a bit of a showcase of what's coming up in this hour.
Sounds good.
And then that'll give some time for our friends to join us. So I'm going to swap over to a different screen. And what I'll do, I'll bring up some full screen graphics and I'll just talk you through what we've got on offer this afternoon. Okay, so we've just mentioned the very first online workshop of 2026. The item number for this is 60231, and this is an enhanced pencil work for Groovi and Pergamano parchment crafters. Now, the price is £60, and like most of our all of our online workshops, there's no club discount on them.
No.
And so it's £60, and the course will take place on Saturday, the 24th of June, online, and there'll be 2 sessions. The first session will run from 9 a.m. to about midday, and then we'll have a bit of a break, so you stretch your legs, make some lunch or whatever, and then the second session will start from 2 o'clock and run to approximately 4 o'clock. Now, if you're thinking, oh, January, I've already got my diary booked up for January, I won't be able to make that date. Not to worry, because you can still take part, because once you buy the course, you've got the key to that classroom forever.
Exactly.
So you can go back in once we've done the live show, they'll be made available and you can go back and enjoy it as you wish. Now, Louise will be using some of our brand new Barb's Big Blooms MIDI Groovi plates. So Louise is going to concentrate. Which one are you going to concentrate on, Louise? Is it the stripy flower one, or is it the other one that says thank you? I can't remember now.
A bit of both.
Okay, a bit of both.
Yeah.
And you're also going to show us colouring with the holly leaves as well, aren't you?
Yes, yeah, we'll do a little bit of holly as well in the session as well.
Super duper. So the item number for that is 42594. You have a £3 saving on this, plus your club discounts as well. So if you're a Diamond Club member, where you get 15% off your purchases, then that brings it down to £20.37, meaning you're saving £6.60. So that's sort of the course, and we'll have a look at that in a little bit more detail again shortly. Then this, maybe you're looking to take your parting to another level. This is our Deluxe Groovi Grid Starter Kit, item number 41818. Now, this has got everything, like all of our original starter kit to get you into Groovi. This has got everything in there to get you going. And what we'll do an unboxing of this during the course of this hour, so you can really see the value that you're going to get in here. A massive saving of £41 plus your club discount.
Oh,
so that means as a Diamond Club member, it's just over £100. So double points might be a perfect opportunity to take advantage of the offer of the month. And I'll be showcasing this on Hobby Maker on Friday at 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. If you're thinking, after you've watched the show, then maybe you think, oh, I've got some of the tools, I've got the scissors, etc. Maybe you want to go for the plate mate. So this is a gravy. It's even a gravy groovy plate for A5 square grid.
Still thinking about Christmas, didn't you?
Designed by the lovely Josie Davidson. And we'll explain exactly how this works and the benefits of this. This has all got embossed dots on it.
Yes.
So great for sort of doing lovely frames. You can also use it in conjunction with your basic grids as well if you wanted to perforate. Okay, so we've got that item there. Then we've got all 4 of the Josie's Basic Lace Duet A5 square groovy plates, all available individually as well if you want to give this a go. But these are beautiful designs that Josie's come up with, and they're so easy. They all come with instructions. Item number for that is 41824. Then maybe you're looking for some artwork to go in the middle, and this is perfect. This is Barbara's Bijou Floral Alphabet and Numbers A4 and A5 square groovy plate. And Louise is going to be using this starting next Tuesday in Groovy Tuesday. Aren't you? So we'll have a look at what Louise is going to start next Tuesday. So maybe you're thinking, oh, I like the look of this. So you've got your A4 plate, which has your alphabet on, and then you have your A5 square, which has your numbers. Then we were talking about the product of the month. So if you put this item here, the Art Deco Sentiments A5 stamp set, which is item number 12258, it's £20.99. Pop that in your basket, and then anything else in your basket, you'll get double points on. Okay. Then if you've been tuning in, you know that we also launched the Sentiment Embedder Stencil. This also has double points on your basket as well. And it's also designed to work with the original I Am Essential sentiments, so like the birthday and the Christmas ones.
Perfect.
£6.49. So whatever is in your basket when you check out with this item, you'll get double points as well. But if you're tuning in this afternoon, I'm guessing you're all Groovi. So item number 42595, pop this in your basket, and when you check out, you'll get double points as well. Now I say when you check out, let me just bring this one back up here. It's a manual process.
Yeah.
And it's something that I have to do. Okay. So based on the volume of orders that have come through since we launched this on, well, it was launched on the 1st.
Yeah.
But people found it really when Barb and I did a show on Friday, and then it just has continued to sell through. So what I said I was going to do in relation to allocating the double points, I'll try and do that on a weekly basis. So I said I'd do them on Friday, forgetting I was up at Hobby Maker. So I'll probably put them on Saturday, or they'll be done by Monday, let's put it that way. Yes, so just bear with me while I process all those orders and work out what you've bought to give you your double points on your baskets, but they will be done. So on the screen, we mentioned here, you've got the brand new course from Louise. And if we have a look on the overhead, so this is when it will take place. So Saturday, the 24th of January, the 2 sessions, and as I say, if you can't tune in live, then it's available for you to go back and watch afterwards.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this course. It's going to be fun.
Now, if you go to the product on the website, there is a list of ingredients that Louise will be using. And I've printed that list off. So you can see, I mean, Groovi always looks like a massive list.
Yes.
Because it's like using the plate mate, etc., the tools from the starter kit. So this is available for you to either view on the website by clicking the link in the product information, or you can download it if you're taking part and thinking, all right, well, I've got that, and I've got that, and I've got that. So really, all I need is to buy the course, because I've got some pencils. I mean, we've literally gone into every detail, like a pencil sharpener, because you need nice sharp pencils. A4 black mat. Many of you have already got the A4 black mat.
It's good to have this
Tumble
as
dry
well,
sheet.
because then you know what to put on your desk before you start, if you want to follow along. And so that's quite useful to have that. I would take a screenshot and then I'd have it on my photos on my phone, and then I can just see what I need. And everything.
And then, I mean, there's still time if there's something you think, oh yeah, I need this and I need that. But as we explained earlier, the main focus really is this collection of plates.
Yes.
And because it's a colouring course, then obviously you need some colouring pencils. You can either use your pergolina pencils, but Louise is going to be using the brand new colour collections of Faber-Castell polychromos, aren't you?
Yeah, there's some lovely colours in there. I do recommend definitely getting a cream.
A cream.
Okay. Polychromo, because we're going to use that a lot in the leaves.
Okay. So there we go. That's
whatever colours you've got, definitely a cream.
So, and I mean, even though Louise is using the polychromos, there'll be similar colours in the pergolina pencils.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful colour palette that Barb put together, and that was to do in relation to Barbara's lovely little friends, angels and sisters.
Oh yes,
wasn't it?
Oh, I love
the little
those.
Stamps and the
I bought
grey
the stamps
board.
of those.
Yeah, really,
So
really
gorgeous.
beautiful. So so that is the course. Then if you want the plates to go with that, I mean, you can use any flower plates you've got in your collection if you wish to. But Louise will be using Barb's Big Blooms, item number 42594 as well on that. And then I thought, okay, so, I mean, Groovi celebrated 10 years.
Yeah.
And I remember when it launched, we had the starter kit, and the starter kit's evolved over the years. And with the starter kit, it's all about the line art, creating beautiful pieces of artwork, but because it gives you the confidence, you then think, right, I now want to do some colouring, I want to do some white work, and I want to do some picot cutting. And for me, the art of parchment craft has always been about those lovely lace frames around the outside.
Yeah, definitely. When you look at a parchment card and you see that lovely lace, you think, one day, oh yeah, one day I'll be able to do that.
Yeah. And when you look at how it was done traditionally, it'd either be a printed pattern because that's what parchment craft was back then.
Yeah.
Even the line art was a printed pattern. And you could use it a couple of times and that would be it, couldn't you? Because obviously you keep perforating and stuff. And so this is where Barb and Josie worked together, because even if you had a basic grid, there's a lot of plotting and a lot of counting and a lot of, you've got to really think about what you're doing.
And if somebody pops their head round from behind the door and says, do you want a cup of tea?
And
you go back and think, oh, no.
Yeah, exactly.
I've just ruined it.
So this is where the duet plates come into play, and we'll have a look at them in detail. But what I thought we'd do is, with the starter kit that we've got on the screen, 41818, okay, it really is, you've got everything in there to take, I would say if you're on the Groovi bus, and many of you have been on it for a while now, I'd say it's not approaching the end of the road, because all this is doing is sort of opening up that road to go in various different directions.
Definitely, yeah. There's so many different directions you can take with your parchment, isn't there? But if you want to go into your grid work, this is kind of the position to start.
You've got everything in here to get going. So what we're going to do, I had all this laid out nicely. Right, let's go on the overhead.
I like doing unboxing.
It's nice, isn't it? Because I think it really does show. And we've got that lovely picture on the screen, but like any picture,
it's good to see what you get in an actual physical form, isn't it?
Yeah. So it comes in the lovely clamshell, which you can use for storage.
Yeah. So you've got the.
Just have to be careful your microphone.
Oh God, donk.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
I'll move around the side.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, we'll do it this way.
We'll do it side.
And then what we'll do, if I bring it over here, then we can unpack to there.
To my way.
So you've got your lovely packaging, which tells you exactly what you've got in there. Okay, and everything that's involved. So we've got that. Then I'll tell you what, I'll do this. We've got 4 beautiful.
And they are really gorgeous. Even the artwork in the middle is gorgeous.
Design plate. Yeah, I think Jim did these in the middle, if I remember rightly. So you've got your 4 duet plates, and we're going to have a look at these in more detail.
Yeah.
But each of them come with what they should look like and instructions as well.
Which is always good.
So you've got those 4 plates. Now, if I bring the details up for the plates on the screen, you can see here, oh, yeah, those 4 plates should be £80. Okay. When you look at the price of the starter kit, it's £120.
Yeah.
Okay, on that special price. If you're a Diamond Club member, it's £100. Okay. So bear that in mind when you see what else you're going to get in the kit.
Yeah, you can really see the savings when you put both aside.
Yeah. So as an introduction, you've then got your exclusive scissors. So it's a good way to get started.
Definitely.
You've got 16 of your Groovi tabs. You've got your tumble dry sheet. You've got your Groovi number 1 and number 2 tool.
Yeah.
You never have too many number 1 and number 2 tools.
No, I know.
1 needle bold. Now, all of our grids, our duet grids, are based on the 1 needle bold.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got all of that. Okay. Then, like our other starter kit, you've then got this project concertina designed by the lovely Josie, and she guides you through showing you how you can replicate the 2 finished pieces of artwork. Yeah. Okay, so that's one side.
I love this bit. The starter kit carries a warning. Groovi parchment craft can be highly addictive.
And it is.
It really is.
If you're at this stage of doing grid work, then you've definitely got the addiction. And then here are the 2 actual pieces of artwork that Josie created.
Gorgeous.
Okay. Then you've got your plate mate, again designed by Josie. So you've got your aperture in the middle that the plates fit into. All of these are embossed dots.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, one of the key things, this was Barb's idea, if I recall rightly. You'll notice there's lots of straight lines.
Yeah.
When you're working to create a square or a rectangle, your parchment has to be at the right angle.
Yes.
And Barb said, wouldn't it be good if we included areas on the plate where we can line our parchment up to help us get it? Because it just, we know from experience, just fractionally off and it doesn't join up.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you've got a project sheet just using that plate that Josie did. So just using embossed dots, Josie shows you exactly how to create those.
Even the inspiration in here is really useful.
Okay, so you've got that. Then you've got 10 sheets of your A5 parchment.
Perfect.
Because if you're doing grid work, it's better to go large.
Definitely.
Rather than start with an A5 piece of parchment, and then you go to join up your square and you realise, oh, I'll run out of parchment.
Yeah.
And then finally, you get your A4 black super foam.
Perfect.
Okay, so you got that, you got your parchment, you got your Platemate project book, you got your Platemate. You don't get the cards from Josie, but you get your inspiration. You also get the tools that you need, and you've got the 4 plates. Now we're going to have a look at these 4 plates in a little bit more detail. And I've just been told, I do apologise, Josie designed the images in the middle of those plates.
Oh, okay.
My apologies.
They're very lovely.
I thought it was Jim. Jim may have done something else then. So sorry, Josie. But it's good to know, because when I go on Hobby Maker on Friday, I can say that Josie did them. So let's have a look at each of these plates individually, because they are all available individually. Maybe you think, oh, I'm not really sure about going down the grid road yet. Yeah. Maybe I want to try one plate. So let's have a look at one of the plates. So this one here,
this is the arch.
The arch. I'm going to bring the details up of all 4. In the show page, oh, I keep pressing that wrong button. In the show page, they're all available individually. Now, what was groundbreaking in relation to when we came up with the duet plates? It wasn't with this collection, it was one of the other collections. It was the first time where we combined both perforating, i.e. these are drilled holes, and Groovi line art. Okay, so all of these, we send this part off, well, not this part, we send the plates off and they get drilled. Okay, then they come back and then we do the engraving. Okay, so this was a real game changer, because otherwise it would say, we need this plate for this and that plate for that. And so we had to do them in a way in which they were really versatile. So rather than saying you can only make a square that size, by doing the right angle, it means that you can make borders. It means you can make bigger squares. It means you can do rectangles. So many different uses by having that right angle.
Yeah, I mean, you can do really small bits, almost like round a mini make.
Yeah.
Or you can really fill out an A4 piece of parchment and do a larger piece of artwork.
Yeah, so if you wanted to do this design, you could do it on an A4 piece, a whole piece. So you've got your duet plate. Okay, and it's got instructions on there. When you're doing the embossing, you have it this side up so you can read it, and when you're perforating, you have it that way. Okay, so then you've got your instructions. So you've got an idea of what it's going to look like when it's finished, and that's actual size. And then you've got your instructions from Josie to show where you do the embossing, where you do the perforating, and where you do your pico cutting.
Yeah, which is really, really useful. It's always good to have instructions.
Oh, definitely. So that's your and they're all different per design.
It's good to be able to try different things as well with the grids as well. So you can really mix things up once you get used to the plate.
Yeah. So for example, this one here, if we look at what Josie's prepared for us, if you do all your perforating, all your pico cutting, that's what it looks like. Okay, which is that one there.
Very pretty.
However, if you think, oh, way too much pico cutting, then there's options. So on this one, Josie's just pico cut around the outside and just done a little bit of pico cutting on the inner part.
And to begin with, even if you want to do a little mini make just to try it out and see how it works, and this is perfect, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a really nice.
And I'm sure there's bound to be some YouTube's videos on our Clarity Stamp YouTube page about positioning, and Barb came up with this fantastic way of helping you to get a square.
Yeah.
Or a rectangle, but the basis is a square. And I'll be sharing that on Hobby Maker on on Friday during the 1 o'clock show. And I know Louise has got some plans to do some grid work courses later in the year. So maybe a perfect opportunity to get the starter kit now ready for that.
You've got it.
Yeah. So that shows the variations. And then we've got just a couple of little pieces of artwork.
This is beautiful.
So I think, who did that one? I think, is that a Josie?
Yes.
Yes. There we go.
Josie.
So Josie's taken the design from the middle of the plate, but you could put anything in there. Yeah. The floral alphabet.
Yes.
Barb's Bijou floral alphabet. You could put L for Louise or P for Paul in there.
Really pretty. Okay.
Then another piece. So same design, but a completely different look.
Yeah. So if you only wanted to do a little bit of picot cutting and not the extent of this just yet, then you can just do your little crosses. Say you, for example, you've done the picot cutting course that we did last year, and you think, oh, I'm okay doing like crosses and little rectangles at the moment, but maybe not this yet. Then you've got that.
And the other thing that is key to mention as well, which I forgot, it's just sort of come back to me. When you look at the plate, you see on this one here, you've got an outside frame, haven't you?
Yeah.
So if you introduce this outside frame and you don't want to do any, if you didn't want to do the picot cutting all the way around there, you introduce this frame here and then you just use a craft knife and ruler or a guillotine to cut it out.
Yeah.
And then you may just want to do your perforating and picot cutting in this bit, like that.
So you get the pretty perforating and embossed dots, but if you're not quite there yet, then you've got, like you say, you've got the edges to help you line everything up.
Absolutely. So that is what we call the arch design.
That's a really lovely one.
Then we move on to the circle design.
Which is really lovely as well. I just love all of the details in the middle as well.
It is that they're great for mini makes as well, aren't they? Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect for mini makes. So so again, like the arch one, this is the oval, and this is really, really lovely as well. So same thing applies. You've got the lines, and then you've got the perforate this way up.
Yeah, and then you've got your instructions as well, so specific to that particular design.
This is what it looks like when it's all cut out.
And again, that's actual size.
And then you've got the instructions.
And then you've got your guide as well.
So perforating and cutting and knowing where to do that. That's always handy to have.
Super. And then this is what it looks like if you follow Josie's instructions completely by doing all the perforating, all the picot cutting. And then we've got a variation again, just a little bit. I mean, I say the only picot cut is around the outside, but
you've got a little
if you've got those straight lines in place, then I don't know, it's coming closer because let's just see if it will pick it up. You can see that in between each of those embossed dots, it's all been perforated.
Yes.
So, and it's the beauty of having these duet plates that makes it so much easier.
Yeah, and it looks so pretty, and it gives a little bit of interest around your piece of artwork.
Yeah, and I know when I remember when we first launched the first collection of duet plates, it was like, whoa, these are they really were. And because Barb and I didn't come from a parching background, so to speak, so Barb always looks at it in a different way.
Yeah.
Because we haven't been told you've got to do it this way, you've got to do it that way. So Barb's got this mindset where she thinks, what if? You know, Barb always saying it, what if? So when you're creating your beautiful lace framework, and so traditionally what would happen is that it would be a printed pattern and then the parchment would move a little bit and it didn't join up.
I know.
And with the duet plates, it's easier to do that. And there's a real great top tip, which we'll show here on, I'm sure there's definitely a YouTube video where Barb does it, and it saves so much time and frustration.
Yeah, and it's all about trying to find the easiest way to get something done. You know, why do it the hard way? You can do it the easy way and get the same result.
Doing that corner, then you do that corner, then you do that, and then it doesn't line up.
I know.
Yeah. So
and that is really disheartening as well when you get that far and you think, oh no.
So this is a couple of little pieces of artwork for this collection as well.
lovely. So this just shows that you can do rectangles and everything. It's
yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. And then
By
so there's the difference. Oh, look,
and
then
look
layers.
at that. Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, that's beautiful. And that's just, I think that might be a Glynis.
Oh, even the butterflies.
Oh, no, it's a Karen Jackson.
Even the little butterflies we've done with the grid.
Yeah.
See? Always changing things up.
So there we go. So that is your, that's the oval one. That's your oval.
That's the oval. Let me move that to the side.
And then the next one.
Next one is this triangle, isn't it?
Triangle. Yes. Yeah, so it's arch, oval, triangle, square. Okay. I put them in alphabet. There isn't a circle.
No. Well, we've got an oval. We're okay.
Got an oval.
Again, lovely artwork in the middle of that. So yeah, again, same thing applies. You've got the lines and you've got the instructions.
Yeah.
There's what it looks like.
Yeah. In
both ways, and then the instructions on how to perforate and cut it.
Super.
And then, oh, this is nice one, isn't it? I like this one. So yeah, so this is really, I love this design in the middle as well, actually. It's really pretty.
Yeah, you could do that on its own, couldn't you?
You could, yeah, if you just wanted to take that middle bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the triangle. So this is what it looks like, all cut out and perforated.
Super.
Thanks to Josie. And then, oh, this is nice as well with all of the, yeah, that's really
It's
nice.
the variation, isn't it?
It is,
yeah.
And
having
again,
the different options.
Put the lines around it and not cut out the outside if you didn't want to.
No.
So many different ways of using it. So again, really pretty.
And then we've got a piece of artwork there.
Wow.
I wonder who did that one.
Sheila Gray.
Sheila Gray, lovely. Yeah. So using, doesn't it look lovely on designer parchment?
It does, yeah. It's when the lightweight is your friend, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect for grid work and everything. And it looks really lovely with our
dies, yeah. Our lace frame dies. And then this one is lovely.
Oh,
this is Linda Williams' Countryside Scenes.
Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? Who did that? Carol Pankstello.
Beautiful.
Look at the sky, doesn't it look realistic?
Gorgeous, isn't it?
It's absolutely lovely with the grid and the little.
So that's the third one in the collection of 4. If you wanted to go for the 4 that are on your screen. So as I say, when you look at that, it's $69.99. You've got a £10 saving. So that brings the Diamond Club price down to $59.47. And then the 4th one is your triangle RST square.
Square.
I didn't put them in order, did I? Is it square?
Is it square?
Is it square?
When's the square, not a square?
Circle. I knew there was a circle.
There is a circle.
Someone moved them out of order. I'm sure.
Someone changed the shape.
I like to have them in alphabetical order. So somebody, probably me.
I promise it wasn't me. Okay. So again,
I thought there was a circle. I haven't gone mad yet.
This would look really lovely, all coloured in.
So
then we've got the instructions.
Yeah.
She says, messing it all up. So they're all perforated out, and then just a little bit of perforating.
Nice.
Then
you finish pieces. Yeah.
That's nice. Definitely a mini make in making.
Yeah, because you can make them smaller as well as making them larger.
Yeah. So gorgeous. So that's all perforated out, and then you've got the variation. Again,
with
really
a bit
pretty,
of both.
With a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then oh wow, look at that. So that's
just layered, different colour parchment.
4 different layers of the grid.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look lovely in monochrome?
It is. Who did that one?
Who did it? Karen Jackson.
Nice.
Well done.
Okay, and then another piece of artwork. Look at using on our rainbow parchment.
Isn't that gorgeous? Who did that one? Glynis.
So with this one, let me come in closer and let's have a look at
this is a...
I'm going to come in on this one. So on this, there is no pico cutting at all.
No, just perforating and
embossing. So it's purely for design only.
Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? So it just shows you that if you're not at that stage yet, you can use these and they look absolutely beautiful just as they
They're
come.
lovely frames, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really gorgeous.
So it really does show the versatility of the design. So that's the 4 plates that are on the screen. I say in the show page, they are all available individually. But product of the mold. Okay. Double points on your basket. So if we have a look on the overhead now. So this is the Groovi version. So I'm going to bring that up on your screen just there. Item number for this is 42595, which you can see on both parts of the screen. The Art Deco Sentiments A5 Groovi plate, 1449 plus your relevant club discounts. And if you pop this in your basket, you will get double points with whatever else is in your basket. Now, the reason this came about, not only in Groovi, but also in stamps, was that beautiful font that Jazz came up with Barb's Big Blooms.
Yeah.
Now, you've got one of the original MIDI Groovi plates there, haven't you?
I have.
That shows, and it's the same on the stamps as it is on the Groovi plate. So if I come in close now, so you can see there, you can see you've got that lovely Hugs and Kisses, that beautiful, lovely font on there as well.
I love that and.
The ampersand, yeah, Bart does really nice. And it's here with the piece of love as well.
That's really nice.
And obviously, as we know with Groovi, we can pick and choose different elements.
Yeah.
Now, interestingly, you could take any of these boxes and you could put it around this sentiment.
Yes.
So you could take Great News, for example, and put it in there. You could maybe have a look there. So, I think, okay, that one down, can't see it. That one down there, that would fit lovely in there as well.
Great News, yeah.
So they really do show the versatility of where the original collection of the Big Blooms will work with those. And you'll also find, if you've gone for, now this was part of the I Am Essential. What did I fall over? So this is the I Am Essential ones. This was the Christmas one. So these have got double frames around it. So you could even take these. Let me zoom out. I got too excited. So you could take this font and put it in some of these frames.
Yeah.
And you could take some of these and put them in some of there. I mean, these are sort of larger in design. But for example, you could take from the birthday collection, Make a Wish, and put it in one of these. Or you could take Get Well Soon and maybe put it in one of these to give you a double frame.
If you've got both, you can choose whether you want one line or double line around your sentiment.
Yeah.
And what font you want. If you've
exactly. And you've got all these lovely little boxes. I'm going to just take that away from you, Lou. And you've got all these different boxes that you could put, if you've already got some sentiment Groovi plates in as well. And then I know what it's like. I mean, Barb was showing yesterday with the embedders how to shorten an embedder.
Okay.
Barb's often shown us in the past how to extend an embedder.
Yeah.
If you needed to go a bit bigger. But the trick yesterday was to make it smaller.
Okay.
So when you're looking at a sentiment, maybe you think, I want to put a frame around it. And yeah, you can do that. You can do that with the nested rectangle. Yep. But depending on the shape of the rectangle, I know that sounds weird, but you get skinny rectangles, you get wider rectangles, you get longer ones, you get short ones. So you could do that. Barb's often shown us using the nested squares.
Yeah.
How you can use that to make smaller boxes. But if you've got plates like this, like the Art Deco one or the original I Am Essential ones, you've got these lovely little boxes that you can work with.
Yeah.
Haven't you?
They're really good, really, because you've got all the sorts of different sizes, but the embedders would work really well with the stamps as well.
Yeah, I mean,
the
sentiment embedders as well. You could also use, if you wanted to, so if we have a look, I'll just open these up. Because I thought, so say, for example, you've traced this one out, for example, and then you think, I want to put a bit of colour behind it. So, yeah, as Barb said, you could put some low-tack tape around the back of it and then brush some ink on it. But you could also take sort of like the embedders to go around. So maybe you wanted to put like a frame within a frame sort of thing. So you could play around. So look, you could do that, couldn't you? And then you've got an illusion. So you could do like an ombre of colour with the Dorso crayons or an ink pad. Or you could go for, say, maybe one of the smaller ones. Look, you could do that just to protect the area while you put some colour. There's so many different options.
That's a really handy stencil, actually.
So that they work well together as well. So that's the sentiment embedders, which I'll just bring up on the screen in case you didn't see those. Pop that in your basket. Anything else in your basket when you check out, you'll get double points on that. If you're tuning in for the first time and you weren't aware of the stamps, then pop that in your basket and then you'll get double points on anything else. So maybe you're thinking, oh, that colouring course. Or maybe you want to go back and look at some of the previous courses we've done.
Yeah.
If you go to the website, there's the Clarity Classroom page, and you can go in there and all the recordings are there. So once you buy the course, we send you an invite. Again, it's a pull process, so bear with. We send you a link, inviting you into the classroom, and then you've got the keys to it.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking, didn't know anything about these online workshops, have a look at it. You've got Inky Arty ones. You've got the Canvas one, Barb's one's coming up in February. The Canvas one on that, item number 60230, and that will take place on the 7th of February online. And one of the beautiful things about the online courses, you could be anywhere in the world and take part. It could be snowing, like I don't want to look out the window.
No.
You could have 10 inches of snow outside and you haven't got to leave your house. As long as your internet's working.
Yeah.
Maybe if you've got 10 inches of snow, maybe the internet could be a bit hit and miss, depending on where you live.
Yeah.
But yeah, and there's so many, and so if you've got the product of the month and you go for a course or two,
double points
online.
Ah.
I know, clever.
Yeah.
So you're going to get, before we move on, I've just remembered that over there.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yes, forgot about that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I digress. So the, where are they gone? The duet plates. You know, we were showing you that with squares, you can do rectangles. But look,
lovely. Look at these.
You can do borders as well. So Josie very kindly put this together. So
this is why it's worth getting all four, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you've got the different widths of borders, and don't they look lovely? I couldn't choose between any of them really, because they're all so different, but they're all really, really pretty.
And it shows the different combinations. I mean, you could cut all the way around. If you did all of that all the way along, and you cut around the outside, there's a little bit of artwork there.
I was going to say that would make a lovely bookmark.
Is it? And look, just by chance.
Yeah, that's a bookmark.
Who did that? Is that Glynis? No.
Carol Baker.
Carol Baker.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Gorgeous. So that's the arch, isn't it?
The arch.
Gorgeous.
There we go.
And then just some art. So widened it a little bit and put some nice little bits of artwork inside.
That's lovely, isn't it?
That shows that you can make it slim or make it as wide as you want.
Yeah, because when you look at the plate itself, for example, it's only one-sided, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what's been done is you do one side and then flip the plate round to do the underside.
You know how you look at something, sometimes you think, oh, it looks like a row of houses.
Yeah, beach huts.
Yeah, beach huts on the beach.
Beach huts on the beach.
Thinking of warmer weather.
So yeah, so I forgot to show you there, but that is really to show the versatility. Yeah. It's not, when it's a right angle, just a square or a rectangle, it's beautiful borders as well.
I mean, why find one use when you can find about 10?
Absolutely. And then you got this lovely piece of artwork.
Yeah, so this was from Carol Baker again. And so you got the lovely borders.
Lovely. This is
double
lovely,
layered.
Double layers, different colours.
Gorgeous.
Really, really gorgeous.
Really pretty.
Yeah. So yeah, I digress because I saw it there and I got
distracted. It's worth looking at. It's really, it's a really good idea having little borders like that.
Yeah.
And that's a good way of separating. You know, when you have a nice layer in the like a border in the middle of your cards, you've got a half at the top and half at the bottom, and you can separate
like
it with a
really yeah, lovely. So, yeah. Right. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the product of the month, the Groovi Art Deco.
Yeah.
So let me bring that up on the screen for you. I don't know why I went all high pitched on that. That's the stamp. The Groovi thing. So lots of buttons to press today.
So what we were talking about, I'm going to put it this way. Is that all right that way, do you think?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
So we can see it. So what we were seeing earlier is that I've got a little bit of parchment here where I've put in a few little boxes. So I think that's the happy anniversary box.
Yeah.
And then there's some different boxes
different sizes, different widths, different depths.
And so I thought a good way of showing is how they all mix and match. Oh, hello, where he? She's throwing her tools around.
Don't throw your tools out the pram.
There we go. So,
so you're using the calligraphy plate, mate, aren't you? Just to house, because you're working on a large piece of parchment.
Yes. I'm just going to get her Groovi tabs, which are always very handy to have.
So, for example, as you said, this one here was the happy anniversary. But you're now going to put something else in there.
Yeah, and the really good thing is that you've got options. So say you have good luck.
Yeah.
But say you wanted
in one line.
In one line. So you could do that, I think. I think we can squeeze that in, can't we?
Here we go. Give it a go. Let's zoom in a little bit. No pressure, Lou.
I know.
I might come in a bit closer. Hang on.
Oh, no.
There we go. We'll just adjust the plate so it comes down a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah, perfect.
Super.
There we go. So we've got our good luck. I think actually I might put the good over a little bit more, just in case. Yeah, but right there.
But you could create little templates, couldn't you?
You could. Yeah. I mean, this is really handy. And say, like, for example, as we were saying earlier, you've got the double border as well with those lovely
with the original I'm Essential.
Yeah. So, you know, double line or single line with both fonts.
And I think one of the great, well, not one of the, there's so many great things about Groovi, is that sometimes you can have a font and it can only be used with a particular style of crafting.
Yes.
I mean, Barb's got the word chain alphabet, which is you've got the alphabet and then you've got the word chain words, and they're all different fonts.
Yes.
Okay, and they're funky and everything. We've got them in stamps and also in Groovi as well, and that is another font that works so well with regardless of the style of artwork. I mean, look how easy that was.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And then if you wanted to, say you could put some brads in the corners.
Yeah.
But if not, where's that B gone? I was looking for a B. I had a B. There's B.
Yeah.
Just having a little play.
Yeah. Oh, here she goes.
Here she goes.
Here she goes.
I'll leave some room for brads there.
Who's Brad?
Who's Brad? Is there a Brad? And then we could just like use a little.
Hello.
Why find one use when you can find half a dozen? So we've got the.
And I suppose you could take elements from the duet plates as well, couldn't you?
You could.
So you could top and tail with one of the little grids as well if you wanted to.
Yeah, a little grid around.
You could do a little panel, couldn't you? And then put this on it.
Oh yeah, wouldn't that look lovely? So yeah, just using that for a little mini scallop.
Yeah.
Or yeah, so many things that you can do.
And I think that's one of the great things about. I keep saying one of the great things. Shut up, Paul. With Groovi, you've got a bit more versatility because you can pick and choose elements.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to say, rather than say just for you, you could just say for you.
For you.
Whereas that's a stamp, you have to go with it as a stamp.
Yeah. So say here, for example, I've got sending.
Yeah.
I'll just put that one in.
It's so crisp.
I know. And I really do love this font. And I know quite a few of us were saying how much we love this font. It's always good to have different fonts.
It is, because and ready-made sentiments like this that you haven't got to worry about spelling, and a little bit tight on that one.
I know. I was thinking that. Sending low.
Sending of.
Yeah, sending. We'll just go back to sending hugs. There we go. But we can do it in one line. That's yeah, we're just experimenting, aren't we?
Sending, I'm rubbish at putting words together. Sending luck.
Sending luck.
You could have got sending luck in there, possibly.
Yeah.
Because again, with parchment, when you're spelling words, you're spelling them on the back of the parchment. So you're having to spell it backwards.
Yeah.
And having plates like this, where it's already done for you, makes it so much easier.
And then say, for example, we've got our lovely plates
our
here.
big blooms.
Yeah. So say, where were we going? Enjoy your special day.
Yeah.
So say you had that, but you're thinking, I want a box. No problem. We've got a box.
Of course. Yes, because on the Art Deco plate, it said you've got on your special day, whereas on the big bloom plates, you've got, what does it say? You're just about
enjoy
to enjoy your special day.
So say, yeah, I want
you've also got hugs and kisses, but the hugs and yeah.
Enjoy your special hug.
You could have put sending kisses.
Yeah.
Couldn't you?
You could do.
Wouldn't have fitted, but
no.
You could. But you don't have to do the frames if you don't want to.
No. So there you go. So enjoy your special day. So even if you have these and you say, oh, I want a box for it, but I like enjoy your special day. It's nice and easy, isn't it?
And I think, yeah, I mean, because you're going to show us in a moment, aren't you? Sort of like where you can create the panel in front of a flower type thing.
We'll do that now.
So, yeah.
Now in a minute.
Now in a minute. Now in a minute yesterday.
There we go. So enjoy. There we go.
Your special day.
Pretty.
See, so you could do have a session of this, taking some panels, filling in with the sentiment. Then if it's up to you, you could then either pico cut them.
Yeah.
Perforate and pico cut. You could use a craft knife and a ruler. You could use a guillotine. Then you could have a little stash of little sentiments, couldn't you? Ready for when you do your artwork.
You could do. So I've got a square bit of parchment here.
Yeah.
So we're going to, what would you like to put in the middle for?
I'll tell you what, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to say, I can feel it. I don't know what it is. Let's go this one.
Get well soon.
Get well soon. There we go. There's always someone that's feeling a little bit down.
Yeah.
So we'll go for that one.
Okay. There we go. So I'll put that right in the middle.
Yeah.
So we want it nice and central. We can obviously put our nice little, you could put your grid around the outside if you wanted to.
You could. Yeah. So maybe you've got a piece of artwork like this.
Yeah.
Now, my suggestion and recommendation is that you've created this beautiful piece of artwork, and then you think, right, I now need to put the artwork in the middle. And you put your artwork in the middle on this.
And you make
a boo-boo.
Yes.
So it's always a very good idea to do your artwork on a separate piece of parchment.
Yeah.
Just like this one has.
Yeah.
This is a separate piece of parchment. So if you make a boo-boo on this, can you imagine? You've done all that beautiful lace work. You've traced that out. This one, Josie's done with black line art. What happens if your black pen moves?
I know, and all of a sudden it's gone on, and you think, oh no.
Goodness gracious me.
No,
I've made a boo-boo. So always, for me personally, my recommendation is do the artwork separate.
Yes. So you can do your artwork, and then you can
size your frame to it.
Size your frame to that.
I'm going to show that on Hobby Maker, but I know there will be. What I'll do after the show's finished, lovely Louise will go on YouTube and find those tutorials from Barb, because they're definitely there.
They are there.
And then what she'll do is she'll post them onto Groovi Worldwide Facebook page.
I can do that.
Super. Yes. There we go.
Get well soon.
Get well soon.
I know a few of us are probably. It's that.
I think that bug's still going around as well, isn't it?
Yeah. My mum's still unwell from that.
I know. Some people it's taking longer to recover from. There's so many different strains, and I mean, poor Pete in the office. He's got a youngster goes to nursery. And we know with children and nurseries, all the germs are shared. And poor Pete had this terrible cough for like 6 weeks.
Gosh.
And now he's got a croaky voice again. I'm not sure whether his little boy's gone back to nursery yet, but they were saying on the news, obviously during the Christmas period, a lot of people have been at home, sort of confined in there, and they reckon now that when people start to go back to work, go back to school, etc., it's going to start to spread like be shared again
around Christmas. Yeah, sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Absolutely.
Gifting the give of.
So you're now taking one of Barb's big blooms.
Yes. So I thought, I love this flower as well. It's
That's
really
lovely, isn't it?
So you could have it at an angle.
Yeah.
You could have one coming out the side here, and well, you could have that in all four corners. So say, for example, you have that.
Oh, just the petals.
I was thinking all of this.
Oh, I see. Yes,
all the way around.
Yes. I'm going to go look out the window to see whether it's snowing. No, it stopped.
Is it?
Yeah, it's gone.
All gone.
Even though it was in the car park, has disappeared. So I know you'd struggle to get home otherwise, Lou, wouldn't you? Because you live so far away.
Oh, I know.
You know what? You and Jazz.
Yesterday, I was shuffling home like a penguin.
Was it a 5-minute walk up the road? You and Jazz.
No, gosh, it's such a far.
I mean, it's slippery though, isn't
it? Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's the only thing. Yeah. I haven't got to go far, but yeah, it's a bit slippery.
Lou walked. I saw Lou coming into the office this morning. Big parka jacket on. All you could see was like with the big parka jackets, they have those big fluffy hoods, don't they?
Yeah.
And I could just see Louise's little face poking out as she shuffled along the frosty car park this morning.
I know. Did my best penguin impression this morning.
And then when it was snowing earlier, I said to Jazz, I mean, it wasn't heavy. It was it was a flurry. And I said to Jazz, do you reckon you need to go home? Do you reckon you'll be right getting home tonight? Do you want to leave now?
There we go. So you could put the one there.
So what's it look like before you put that in? Let's have a look, see what it looks like. Okay. See that?
Oh.
Okay. See that? And then you could put the stem underneath.
Yeah.
Or you could just put a square around it now and finish that off if you wanted to, couldn't you?
Cut it
but
out
it shows how well these little panels work.
Yes.
And to have them in the different sizes, to have them that they work with, you can mix and match the sentiments as well in the different size boxes.
Yeah, so these together, they're lovely.
The big blooms.
Big blooms and the panels together work so well together.
Well, because it's using the same font, isn't it?
Yeah, so, and then to surround it with a nice grid. Perfect.
Yeah. So again, I reckon you probably could have got hugs and kisses from that there in that box.
Yeah.
Because you imagine trying to get a box like that using a nested square or a nested rectangle. Yeah. You'd have to trace out the sentiment first, so use it as a template. Then you'd have to, I mean, it's doable.
Yeah.
However, the time saved by having these, it's really weird, isn't it? That when you, let me just bring this up. When it's obvious that a word, for me, a word looks nicer framed.
Yes.
It's that sort of finished stuff. And I think that's where the embedders really come into play with sort of the stampy and the inky arty stuff.
Yes.
It's that finishing touch. It's that.
It makes it look a lot more professional when you have it like the embed one. I always look at the cards, and even though they look simple, you think, oh, doesn't that look lovely?
Because it's those finishing touches. And to have just something simple as a Groovi frame. But can you imagine how many configurations we would have to have of nested shapes, nested rectangles, long rectangles, wide rectangles? Do you know what I mean? Especially with and squares. I mean, squares are squares, sort of thing, but rectangles and stuff like that. I've just had an idea. I know. I need to write it down.
But yeah, so you could kind of keep that going all the way around and then put a lovely frame around it, and then you've got a really nice piece of artwork there, haven't you, really?
watch this space, but it will never happen. It's just an idea.
Do you know what I was thinking that just as you was?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about a different shape as well.
Okay. So it's all about having the versatility, and we know with Groovi, there's a lot more versatility once you get comfortable with the system and how it works. And the education's always been at the heart of Clarity. I can't remember what episode you were up to this morning on Groovi Tuesday. Must have been about 200 or something, definitely in the 200s by now. And all of that education there is free, and it's the projects that I've done in the past, tips and tricks like corner punches. Louise is coming up to a year.
Yes. Yeah, in February I'll be here a year.
Louise feels as if she's always been here.
I know.
And so every Tuesday, Groovi Tuesday at 10 o'clock, you can all go back and catch up on all of those. You've got the Shack on YouTube as well. You've got all our Clarity social TV, and YouTube is free here in the UK. And Barb, I would say, was one of the first people in the craft industry to do demos.
Tuesday,
it was YouTube Tuesday back then, and it had that familiar song. It was like a tune that you knew if you heard it. It's like when a particular drama comes on, you hear the credits rolling for the start.
Think, oh, that's on.
Emmerdale's on, or Coronation Street, or whatever. And so when you heard this tune, it's YouTube Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I can still hear it now. And so all the education's there.
Yeah.
Obviously we have our open days. We have our like face-to-face workshops and retreats, which I'll bring up some details of those in a moment, because again, if you put the product of the month in the basket, double points.
Yeah, double points if you wanted to go to a retreat.
Yeah. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah. And then obviously we've got our online workshops as well. And that was something that Barb started off with, the canvas art.
Yeah. And
that was over a year ago now. And now there's a lovely library on there of all these different classes. Louise did one of the first courses Louise did was the foundation course.
Yeah.
So you got the Groovi foundation course, and there was a course for white work. There was a course for colouring. And they were done in three different, each of the courses were 3 modules of 3, weren't they?
They were,
looking at the different tools and also the colouring instruments as well. All available for you to go back and purchase, and then you go in, you can start, you can stop, you can pause, you can rewind, you can mute.
Yeah.
It has that flexibility, and everything that's on YouTube as well is the same thing. You could probably go, oh, he's waffling on again. I'm going to fast forward now. If you're watching this on catch up later, you can fast forward all this waffling if you wish to. But it's all about the education, making things achievable, making things easy to understand.
And if you're completely new and you've just come onto our channel today and you think, what's all this about?
Don't want the grid starter kit. You want the normal starter kit.
And then go right back to the original Groovi Tuesday, where you open the starter kit and you get started at episode 1.
Yeah, that's where the journey began, so to speak, on Groovi Tuesday. So I just sort of mentioned earlier, a moment ago, about the open days, the one-day workshops, and also the retreats in the summer. So I'll just bring some details up. So we launched these last week. We've got our ever so popular Clarity Open Days in Ditton, which is near Maidstone in Kent. Friday the 19th of June, it's from 9 AM until 4 PM, £10 for the day. There's free parking, we've got refreshments, there's hourly raffles. Now, there's no club discounts on the ticket entry, but I mean, for £10, I mean, value for money or what? Then we have the Saturday. Maybe you work during the week, and I can only do Saturdays. Then we've got item number 60233. And then something we launched, it was November, not just gone, the November before, one-day workshops on the Sunday. So if you want to get inky and arty with Barb on the Sunday, the item number for that is 60236, £125. Everything's included. and you get your club discounts on that as well. And if a product of the month happens to pop into that basket, double points.
Double points.
Then if you want to get in the groove with Louise and myself on the same Sunday, we do it in a different room.
Yeah.
Item number for that is 60237, £125 plus your club discount. Then these have been going for so long now, the summer retreats.
Yeah.
So in August, you've got a Monday and Tuesday on the 17th and 18th of August with Barb. Item number 60238. So it's £250 plus club discount. So if you think, if you're a Diamond Club member, it's £212.50. Plus, if the product of the month goes in there, you'll get double points on that.
Perfect.
Okay. If you can't do a Monday and Tuesday, maybe you want to do a Wednesday and Thursday. It's the same course repeated at their 2-day blocks. Item number for that is 60239. Club savings on that as well. And then we have a day's break to regroup and reset. And then we've got the Groovi Parchment Made Easy with lovely Louise and myself. And that's on the Saturday and Sunday. And that is also £250 plus your club discounts. So yeah, so I mean, I know we've done sort of like double points in the past on, but normally it's been sort of like if you spend so much money, or it'll be on for a particular product for a period of time. So to have the idea of a product of the month and double points on a basket for a period of month, that's really good. And when you've got a choice of 3 different products to choose from as well, and we know many of our friends that join us do stamping, they do Groovi, because many of our friends at home started with Clarity as stampers and sort of arty stuff. And then I mean, Jane Telford, prime example.
Yeah.
And then Groovi came along, does both now. Sarah Brennan.
Yes.
Her artwork, she does in the design team, she does all artwork for stamps on the stamps design team. She's got the Groovi bug.
Yeah, I know, she does well.
So there's that lovely crossover of things. So to have the 3 different options, maybe thinking, okay, I spent up this month. I've just spent all my money in the great, the big Boxing Day sale. So I spent my budget for this week. Then because it's that product of the month runs for a month, then you think, oh, I mean, Barb's back with you on Friday at 10 o'clock. And just for 1 hour, because I'm a hobby maker. And she's got a beautiful A4 stamp set. Yeah. And then I know over the course of the month, we've got some other lovely new products that we're going to be bringing out to you. So because the product of the month runs a month, there's no urgency. Like sometimes we've said, oh, anything over like in the next 24 hours, you'll get, it's the whole month.
Yeah.
So we're spreading the love.
And over a month is good, because obviously paydays
people
are
get paydays different times. Some people get
and
paid weekly, some people get paid every 2 weeks.
Yeah, so you don't feel like you've lost out on an offer because you haven't got paid yet, because it was only for a couple of days.
Yeah. So so there you go. So thank you for, I didn't realise what the time was. It was so much fun. So thank you for joining us this afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you to the lovely Gracie for popping up the links. There was one question that somebody asked, but because I was mid-flow with looking at the 4 plates, I was going to come to it, but then the question was answered. So there was a lovely lady called Betty. She wasn't sure where to find the ingredients list for the online course. When you go into the product and it comes up like full screen, when it describes what's going to happen on the course, as you go down to the bottom, there's a link that you click, and it gives you, opens it up, and then it gives you a list of all the ingredients being used. You can download that depending on how you're viewing it, whether you're watching it on a tablet or a computer, but then you can go through. If you're able to print it off, go through, got, Need that. Got. That's it. Job done. There you go. So enjoy the rest of your day. Stay in, stay warm, stay crafting. And where are we now? Tuesday. I don't know. I've lost track of days. Because I was here Sunday.
Yeah,
I think it's Wednesday, but it's not. So I'll be back with you on Clarity Social TV at 10 a.m. on Friday. I'll be up at Hobby Maker, sharing the lovely grid starter kit with our friends up there at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. And Louise, when she finishes, she's going to go and have a look for those YouTube videos that Barb did back in the day on how to work with. It's the same principle on any of the duet grids.
You've still got the lines around the outside.
You've still got the lines around the outside. That was something that Barb introduced in the designs part of it. Josie came up with the designs themselves. I mean, I remember when Josie sent the first one in, and Josie's got that mindset on how to create them. Obviously, she's tried Partridge and been doing it for years based on a basic grid. And Jim's face when this thing came through, because then what Jim has to do, he has to take each of those perforations or the emboss, and he has to plot it. And he was seeing dots. It was like these dots were this big on this screen. He got a big set. And it was like all these, and they all have to be plotted. And as I explained earlier, we then have to send the design off to be drilled, because they have to be precision drilled so that you get the best result. And it isn't something that we can do here. And but obviously it's a journey to go down, to pick them up, to come back to test it. Because like with any of our products, we always do a prototype to test it. And this was something different. So Jim said, just use the printed one. Right? So I thought, okay, I've never done Gridworks, but it's printed on there. So how difficult can it be? Okay. Because of the way, I know I said we would go, because of the way that I hold the Groovi tool like a pen. So I'm holding it at an angle, right? So when I was working on this pattern and I was perforating the pattern, I was perforating at an angle.
Okay. Yeah.
So then when I took the parchment off of this pattern, I went, Jim, I said, there's something wrong. It's not working. It looked as if I just randomly perforated the parchment. And I sent a picture to Josie and she said, you need to make sure you're holding the tool upright. So I did it again, held it upright, and it looked very close to what it should have looked like. A lot closer than it did the first time. But with the duet plates, it forces you to hold the tool upright. As we've covered in the perforating course with the basic grids, to have that grid to hold the tool, it's all about getting a perfect perforation, and the grids give you that.
And it teaches you how to hold it, because you can't hold it like
a pen. So that was interesting. I don't know why I went down that road, but anyway, Louise will look for those YouTube.
I will.
And post them into Groovi worldwide later today. So enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Take care now. Thanks, Grace. Bye-bye.